Hey everyone, Rich here. Welcome back to Rich's Garage. This is the first actual build update for my Peterbilt 359. So what I've got done so far is the 8V71 Detroit. It's about 90% done. It's not fully dressed. So let me say to Rick from Rick69Z28, he's building that Chevy Titan. I'm assuming that there's going to be a Detroit in his kit. So every piece of this had to be sanded and custom fit to get it to work. So it was it's taken all week. Just as a crazy example, I don't know if you'll be able to, let's see, zoom in on here. The front cover on the supercharger, it took me 2 hours to get that to fit. So either that's my ineptness or I don't know what to say, but the lower half of the blower case is actually longer than the upper case. So I had to sand that all down, sand the keys off that the shaft drive and the cover fit into, and get that all to work. The blower is actually sitting on the locator studs that are part of the block, and it's kind of, I noticed after I put the gear drive in that the shaft, the input shaft, doesn't quite reach the gear drive housing. So I don't know if I'm going to cut that out and I don't know, put a piece of tubing in. I think it's going to be okay, because I think the air inlet, when it finally comes in, is going to be coming right over here, and you're not even going to be able to see that. So we'll see. I haven't quite made up my mind on that just yet. But yeah, this is let me see if I can show you here. So if you look like on I think these are the airbags, see how the flash is all the way into the sprue? That's how it was on the two halves of the engine. So there's a lot of cleanup there. I had to it was a sink mark, and almost a gouge in the oil pan. I had to fill that. Did some putty here, sanded that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. But like I said, it was just a lot of hours cleaning up the exhaust manifolds, everything. Like I said, the dipstick, every part had to be worked on. So I'm hoping tomorrow to put a light coated primer on this to see just is something grossly out that needs more work before I wind up dressing the front of the engine. I still have the the front belts and the air compressor for the front and stuff like that. And one obvious thing, if you don't have this kit, you wouldn't know, I de-chromed a bunch of stuff. So there's a ton of chrome on this kit, and it's very thick. The blower was chrome, the exhaust manifolds, the valve covers, the water pump. Let's see. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. The starter also was chromed, so I didn't put the starter on yet, because what I want to do is I want to paint this black. So this motor is going to be painted white. Peterbilt, in this era, when this truck was manufactured, they had their suppliers supply their engines painted white, whether it was Caterpillar, Cummins, or Detroit, or at least probably from my research about 2/3 to 3/4 of them actually came in that color. They were all supposed to be white. If they were remanufactured or something like that, then they'd be the Detroit Alpine Green. But and I was going to paint this Alpine Green. I said, nah, let me keep it white. We'll see how I mask this off. I kind of want to paint the transmission the chassis color, and what led me to even research if this was supposed to be white was, AMT's directions actually called the white for the motor, so that got me to take a look, and I'm going to paint it white. Like I said, the starter I want to paint black. It goes here, and if I was to glue this on, it'd be a little bit tough to prime and paint in here on the block. So let me see if I might have gotten off camera on you a little bit. Let me see here. So just to go back over that, right, I'm going to this guy mounts here, and I'm going to prime this separately, paint this black. You know, even something as simple as a solenoid. You know, if you ever took apart a solenoid on a car, you know, even the seam line across here, I had to dress in and sand and clean up the button that's on the back of the starter housing, and clean up the actual solenoid up top on the starter. I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm not complaining. It's you know, it's the price of admission for the kit. This is the last time I attempted an AMT tractor. I was probably 12 years old. So I'm going to be 50 this year. So that's decades ago. And yeah, it came out looking a little sloppy and stuff like that. And right, obviously now I know why, because my skills are better. But that kind of got me away from doing trucks and cars, because it was a little bit of a painful experience with the frame rails being whacked, as I remember. And I got more deeper into model trains, which is what I've been doing mostly for the past 35 years. The belt drive here I didn't glue in yet, because I'm going to, it's a little firm in there, but I want to paint the timing belt. I mean, they did a nice job. If you really look close, we got, you see the teeth of the timing belt, so that's a nice detail. But if you look at how it's cast, there's a taper on the belt, and there's really no pulley groove, so it's going to look a little odd. You know, I mean, I guess it's just like a blind pulley. You know, the sheave usually would have a little bit of a shoulder there, but that's the way it is. So I'll paint that the belt itself black, and the pulleys white. But what I'm going to do is just prime the whole thing as one. So I'll probably prime this separately like that, actually, to get in here. So that's the 8V71 so far. It's really nice looking as far as details. I mean, I can't complain about that. I think it's going to look nice in the truck. It's just a lot of work, that's all. And like I said, Rick, I hope your sprue was better than mine was. But I'm having fun with it. So next time you'll see this, it'll be in primer, and we'll see how far we get along between now and the next video. Thanks.